Hi guys, I'm here today to talk to you about NHL jerseys and how to spot the real ones versus the fake ones and how to tell the difference between premieres, authentics, and game issued. Let's dive right in. There's fake jerseys and then there's real jerseys. So the real jerseys obviously are all made by the companies who produce them for the NHL. Anybody else is producing these things is just out to make a quick buck, which is namely the overseas market. So this first jersey I'm going to show you is basically a third jersey, no longer used by the Bruins, but it's still pretty cool. This one is totally fake, and I'll point some things out as we go along. Moving on, this one here is a Premier jersey. This is also the third jersey, and this is the Bruins Reebok Premier jersey. It does have the jock tags, so does the fake one, but I'll show you how to tell the differences between them. What we have here is moving along. This is an authentic player's jersey. So this is the exact same jersey the players wear. The only difference between this jersey and the one that actually are issued on the ice is that the jock tag inside the neckline, inside the neck hemline, is present with these, where the game issued jersey is not. They don't need the jock tag. It's not there for advertisement. They're just using it for work. These are not their work jerseys. These are for the consumer, but they're still the same exact jersey they wear. You're just missing the jock tag on the back of the neckline there. So moving up, this is an authentic Bruins game issued jersey. You can't get any closer to what the players wear, other than adding sweat to this thing. So this is exactly what those guys wear on the ice. So let's back up here to the fake jersey. There's a lot of things I can go through to spot these things out, but the number one factor with most of these fakes, and I've seen it everywhere, when you're dealing with these things, is the patchwork pretty much sucks. They do not do it like the NHL. They can't. It's too difficult for them. So when you look inside these, the patch is just sloppy, poor work. This has been sewn all the way through the entire jersey as one patch. So you're not buying a patch or a crest emblem and it's being sewn onto the jersey. They're actually making it as they're sewing it into the jersey. So this is the dead giveaway of the fakes. If you come over here to the Premier jersey, this is actually Reebok. So this jersey, if I flip this over, it's not going to have that nasty stitch job that you just saw. You're going to flip it over. It has a nice clean stitch job on the inside of the patch. The patch itself is one piece, stitched on the perimeter. That's what it should look like, nice and clean. Same with the lettering. The lettering on these Premiers is sometimes glued and stitched on, but remember, the lettering also is tackle twill. So they're going to heat press it on, and in some cases they actually glue it on. Same thing with the shoulder patches. It's one layer tackle twill, and it's designed like that. It's not 2 or 3 piece. So you're going to get that with all the Premier jerseys. They're inexpensive. Sometimes you can get the numbers sewn on. That's an added bonus if you can. And the Premiers also have the sizing. It goes by small, medium, large, extra large. It doesn't go by numbers. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Moving on to the authentic. This is where the authentic, you can actually tell the lettering is much different. It goes past the numbers. If you look at some of the other ones that, like the Premiers, I'll flip this over for you guys. The lettering on the back of this is much smaller. If I place this against the actual authentic jersey, you can actually see what I'm talking about. So if you look at the lettering, when you're comparing these two, the font is different, but the lettering is also much smaller. Notice the spacing in the middle of the O for Bergeron, and also the N. You can take a look at some other things too, the R's, the G's. It's much different lettering. The lettering on top here, which is the authentic, if you pull up some pictures on the internet, the actual game pictures, you'll see the exact same thing I'm talking about. So that in itself is much different. On the authentics, the actual ones the players wear, the patches are not one layer
tackle twill are actually multiple layers stitched. The patch is actually embroidered and then it's sewn onto the jersey. Something else you can tell too is you have a hemline down the middle of the shoulders. That's there because this is a two-piece shoulder stitch job. They have multiple layers. They have double layers on the shoulders, and they also have reinforced elbows. If you look at the elbows, you won't see this on a Premier jersey, and a lot of the authentics that claim they're authentics, you will not see this either. So make sure you pay attention. Mainly the jerseys made in Indonesia, those are not the ones the players wear. They're not the game-issued jerseys. What you want to look for, again, be careful because there's fakes out there. You want to look for the Canadian emblem. And 52 is the size. The player jerseys actually have sizing, not small, medium, large. They go by numbers. So this is a 52. Usually the players start wearing them about 54 and up due to the fact that they have to be loose for shoulder pads, elbow pads, and be able to work in it, you know? It's a piece of work gear. Again, the reinforced elbows, stitch job. This is actually a game jersey. This was designed to be worn on the ice, but it never did get to the ice. They don't have just one jersey, they've got multiples. And here's your fight strap. So if you look close, on the authentics, you'll get the stitch line for the fight strap, but you won't have this additional reinforcement behind the fight strap. Only the game-issued jerseys get this. And you can actually look it up online. I'm not the only one that will vouch for this. And again, the stitch work on the patch, nice and clean. One solid hemline all the way around the patch. So there you have it. That's a quick overview of how to tell the reals versus the authentics versus the game issued. So hopefully this has been helpful in determining what you guys are looking for. Again, so you can pay $50, you can pay $129, you can pay $250 for the authentic, or upwards of $350 for the actual game jerseys. So hopefully this has been informative for you guys. Again, if you guys are spending $300, make sure you guys are getting this and you're not getting this. Once again, thanks for watching.